What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's your girl, Miss Honey. It's Sunday, end of the weekend, here to do Married to Medicine. I am dog poop tired. I've been out in the yard all day, and your girl is weather beaten, but we are here to persevere through. This episode really wasn't that much, thank goodness, because I am so tired. You're new to my channel, go ahead and do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. I won't inundate you with content. The content that I do bring will be more than what you need to get by. Anyway, let's talk about Married to Medicine, you guys. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Y'all know all the big three. So this episode, season 6, episode 2, I Don't Talk to Dennis, which really, like, that is the first time in a very long time that I have hollered out laughing when Mariah made that comment to Dr. Heavenly. We didn't get to see a lot of Mariah this episode, but she made impact for the few little moments we did get to see her. So let's do the rundown. First of all, it's Toya's birthday. Toya is throwing a birthday party for herself, but she is trying to also make it be about Eugene, because Eugene got a promotion on his job. It is completely not about Eugene. She did this theme and this gesture, but what she does at the end, it just lets you know right there that it was never ever Eugene's party. It was always going to be her party. Okay, and we're going to talk about that. But that's the big get together that that's going to bring everybody together, with the exception of Contessa and Quad. So let's start with Heavenly. Heavenly is talking with Allura. Allura is so, I mean, she gives her mama the blues. Like, she will not let her mama get too far into her normal antics. Now, she didn't want to move over for Heavenly, but when Dr. Damon came in and sat down next to her, she went ahead and moved over. What I do love is that when the mom and the dad get together, they don't have to ask her to leave. She know that she not supposed to be sitting around while they talking. So she always exits stage left, right? I love that. I love it. Well, anyway, he comes in and she tells him what Mariah said about having receipts. She don't really tell her whole full part of it, about the fact that she called Dr. Aiden's penis small. She doesn't mention that at all, but she does tell him about what Mariah said about him and other women. And he's like, oh, buddy, why would she say that, buddy? I was like, oh, it would just crush my spirit. Every time he called me buddy, it would just crush my spirit a little bit. Like, girl, you his buddy. Oh, y'all got a weird dynamic. Y'all really do. Anyway, he was a little hurt about that. Later on, we see that Dr. Heavenly is going to see, I guess his name is Dr. K, because he's an anger management doctor. He's got a huge home, so he must make like killer money. And his home is also his office. He got a secretary there or an assistant. But we're not calling him Dr. K. We're calling him Dr. My, because that's what he says. My. I was like, the way my nervous tics is set up, you couldn't be my doctor, because then my I would be like, do it again. That's why you're in anger management. Anyway, so he asked her if she ever heard, and he Googled her. So he had seen some things. He had some pictures there, some scenes from her life that some were flattering, and some were not so flattering. Okay. He asked her if she ever heard honesty without compassion is brutality. I had never heard that, but I find it to be very, very poignant. It's, I mean, it's one thing to be honest, but if you don't have compassion with it, you're wounding. You're wounding, you know. So honesty without compassion is brutality. There's a lesson. There's a lesson, you guys. I accept it. And so she gets, you know, she gets emotional and she just says, everything I've touched has always turned to gold. God has been so good to me. So why am I then so ugly to people? Because those things are not making you happy, girl. It's you missing something somewhere. But it's okay. We're going to get to the bottom of it. We're going to keep coming to Dr. My Mind. We're going to get to the bottom of it, Heavenly, okay? I'm all about, you know, people just really recovering and, you know, sort of taking their life back from the things that are holding them back. And the fact that you are royal, bitch, Heavenly, I believe you can recover from this thing. You know what I'm saying? Well, you could be welcomed into places, girl. Let me see Contessa and ooh, y'all, I had a moment there with Layla, please. Layla is eating, and I saw it the moment it happened. I kind of was looking for it because I knew that it was going to be a scene where she was choking, but I saw the exact moment that food was lodged in her throat, and just the throat. I was like, ooh, when Contessa looked down, baby, the hairs on my arm stood up. Thinking about it right now almost gets me emotional. But she knew instantly. She got that baby up and flipped that baby around, and she got that baby, and the husband saying she choking, and he was saying, well, let me, she said, I got it. Boom, 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 and that stuff came out. She flipped that little baby up. She said, talk to me. And that baby was like, Jello, please. She had no idea. Of course, she's a child. No idea how close she could have come if she had been in a room by herself. Oh my gosh, it could have been horrible. And it just shows you how quick things can change and turn and become tragedy. Oh my gosh, it was super duper scary. They are both doctors, her and her husband, and they were able to collect themselves and sit down and chit chat after that. Child, I would have been a nervous wreck. I'd have been a nervous wreck. First of all my babies gonna have to get up here in this bed with me. Come on, we're gonna all stay together. No, nobody can leave. No, I just would want to protect them. But they went on to talk about that her dad is sick and not feeling well. He's coming to visit. Apparently he had a life of drug abuse. And I just think, you know, whatever transpired during that time period has really taken its toll on his life and his you know, well-being. And now he's coming to this sort of twilight phase of his life, and she's feeling some type of way. Contessa's a very sensitive type girl, and she was crying and talking to her husband. I love their relationship. I love it. That's her best friend. That's her best friend, and he consoled her. You can tell he loves her. And yeah, so that was Contessa. Then we get to see Quad. Quad is going out to eat with Selena from her show, Selena Johnson, and Rashawn Ali from Sister Circle. And she is just like carefree. She's looking really pretty. They all do. And she just seems like old carefree Quad, you know, no big deal. And she makes it seem like the ladies aren't calling her now, which is odd, but okay. She then goes into this conversation about her husband, and when she left New York, which was where the reunion was last year. and how it hurt her after hearing what he said was one thing, but then when she sees that it's way deeper in the blogs and in the magazines and stuff, it has really hurt her. And they kind of try to console her, and it ends up in a joking place, and she's able to move on from it. They don't dwell with that long. They do tell her that she deserves better. They do tell her they support her no matter what, but they don't dwell there long. And I think that might be kind of what Quad is looking for. She's kind of just looking for support without the invasiveness. Let's see. So we see Dr. Simone and Cecil. Dr. Simone and Cecil get on my nerves. As hard as I'm rooting for them, as much as I wanted them to be together, I made a whole video about them staying together once I found out they was getting a divorce. It just feels to me like Dr. Simone is not trying. I don't want to think that. I don't want to think that. Y'all tell me what y'all think and put it down below. We can't know all the dirty ins and outs. She just seems like she don't want to let up. She just seems like what she's telling him, whatever she's telling him, how she telling him, he's not getting it. You might want to reapproach. Y'all might want to even change therapists. I mean, I don't know. She just seems like she's harping. She seems like she is continually harping on it, and she's using not sleeping together. You can see it's taking its toll on him, that the fact that they're not being intimate. He's like, we haven't been intimate in a very long time. Now she don't mind kidding, she don't mind laughing and joking and giving us that, that bird mouth laugh, but when it come to talking about sex, she's just like, and you ain't not gonna get sex until you do what I asked you to do. Like, I don't know where people get that from. Why are you trying to punish this man? Why are you punishing this man? What are you punishing this man for? When exactly will he be forgiven? Or can you please be more specific, Simone? Because these awkward ass moments, where you are I don't know, you're just making him look stupid, you making him look weak, I don't know, girl. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Put it down below. Is it just me? Let's talk about Jackie. Jackie is the baby doctor of Eva Marcel. She does a lot of celebrities in Atlanta. Dr. Jackie is so in such a better place than she was last year, and that's really the height and the breadth of what we can expect from Dr. Jackie. So let's move on to the party. So we get to the party, and everyone comes dressed as themselves if they're male doctors. All the female doctors came in white coats, and some of them came dressed like nurses. Mariah came dressed like a doctor. Heavenly came dressed in her regular scrubs and tennis shoes. Dr. Damon dressed like, his normal self every day. The guys that weren't doctors had white coats on. It was an odd party. It seemed like a really big space, and it wasn't a whole lot of people there. I don't know. This party didn't seem that great to me. And Eugene didn't really seem like, he was just like, it's okay, so it's a party for me. Yeah, it was odd. Well, Quad didn't show up. Quad called and told her she wasn't sure if she was gonna be able to make it. She was running behind doing this thing and that thing. Basically, she ain't coming. Contessa spent all day trying to get her dad from the airport, and if you've ever had to pick someone up from the airport and that person isn't well, they take medical personnel or a special person with them. They take them off the plane first, and they put them on the plane first or last, or one of them, but they do treat them with special kid gloves. But it does take a minute, because you can't stop in front of the Atlanta airport. So you basically have to either park and go and stand in by baggage terminal, or you got to go in a cell phone parking where you wait to be called. Like, a trip to the Atlanta airport is no joke, and the person you waiting on is sickly as well, and she can't leave her kids at home with the baby, so her husband went instead. And Toya feels some type of way because Contessa didn't call her and tell her, Toya, you are the one that don't have shit to do all Mickey freaky day. You are the one that doesn't have a whole lot of responsibilities. She got a home, she got children to take care of, she worked part-time, and she got a sick father. You know what I mean? She just didn't have time to give you a call, girl. She thought that sending her husband was gonna be good enough. And why you couldn't let that slide, I don't know. Anyway, all the girls sit down and Toya sit down in the middle. After she done told her husband that the party is not for her, it's for him because he got a promotion. She sit down, and not only do she talk about Quad, because y'all know Toya's an instigator, but then she goes in and talks about Contessa. Ever since last year, Contessa had something to say about me. I just feel like our friendship has not been the same. And Contessa did say a couple of slick things, but we was all thinking it. And you come out your mouth slick all the time. You stick your nose and your opinion into other people's things all the time, Toya. You stay trying to correct somebody. You stay trying to pull somebody's coattail. So, Dr. Heavenly cuts her off mid-gossip and reaches over across her to shake Mariah's hand. Hello, Mariah. And Mariah was like, oh, no, baby. I'm a doctor. I don't talk to dentists. Oh, well, I tell you, everybody cracked up. Oh, her face was so molded. Her face was so molded. It really, really was. Okay. See, we need Mariah. We need her. If we don't need her for nothing, we need Mariah to come in and keep Heavenly grounded, because without it, she would just run through ripping heads off and arms and limbs off. Like, Heavenly is a brutal beast. She's one of them people that you have to really, really just keep tagging until they realize, girl, settle the freak down. But I will say Dr. Heavenly had gone to Dr. My, so she was kind of calm. She did get up and make an extreme beeline to Dr. Damon when this white chick dressed like a nurse was trying to talk to him and Eugene. Eugene kept trying to ease on off, but Dr. Damon was so busy eating and half listening. He probably couldn't even tell you what that chick was saying. And Dr. Heavenly came over and let that chick know this. He got a wife. His wife don't really allow him to talk to other women. And you don't really have that much to say to my husband. So please, poof, be gone. I just don't want that kind of life. I don't. I understand it. I understand it that people say it's a lot of thirsty women in Atlanta and all of that. The thirst is real. I get it. I just don't ever want to be in this situation where I got to keep up with kids, a job, you know what I'm saying, all my passcodes and all of that stuff, and I got to keep the mileage on my husband's dick out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel like you can do better, go on out there and do better. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how you gonna do better, but go on out there and do better. I'm just gonna tell you that now. But I'm not finna be at no party and I can't enjoy myself because my husband might talk to a woman. I don't understand that. And it seemed like kind of like the ladies are just that way. Contessa doesn't really seem like she that way. Dr. Simone don't care what happened to Cecil. She don't care. She like, you want him, take him. Get him out of here. Okay, so Toya decides she gonna make an announcement at the end of the party, and Eugene thinks that she wants him to make an announcement, but no, Eugene, this is not your party. I know you've been told that this your party, but it's not your party. And she says, thanks to all my core friends who came tonight. Anybody that's not here, well, obviously you're not core. And so Dr. Contessa's husband speaks up, and he says, well, you know, she wasn't here because she had to go to the airport and pick her husband, her dad up, and he's not feeling well. And so at the same time, he kind of texting. It seemed like he texting and he calling Dr. Contessa. Because Toya is acting crazy. Now she on the microphone and Eugene is saying, please don't do this. Please don't do this. Mariah is like, girl, this is not going to work out for you. This right here is not going to be good. Everybody feels weird because he has now gotten Contessa on the phone. And Contessa is trying to explain to her, you know, on the phone. And I don't know if she thinks that she's on like a private call with her, but Toya is on the microphone and has Contessa on the speaker phone, and she is being the nastiest, most inappropriate bitch she could possibly be. If we had been together and she had did me like that in public, I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, because it had an anger rising up in me, and I'm not Dr. Contessa. Like, that shit was inappropriate. She was basically even putting her husband on the spot, and when Contessa was trying to explain that to her, she was even gonna put her dad on the phone. Like, why would you even do that? Tell that bitch, bye, see me later. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all, but this is just how I feel about what Toya did. I don't like that, and y'all know I'm a daddy's girl, and I'm gonna tell you right now, anytime it comes to family, just know that you are second. You are second, especially to my daddy, especially to my mama. You second. Believe that. The minute somebody say, well, you know her daddy, you might as well just stop at that point, you just might as well say, I understand. But she got the girl on speakerphone, and she on microphone, and she giving the girl what for? Well, you know, everything, I don't talk behind people's back, and all the stuff you said behind my back and stuff like that. She was saying all of this, and the husband, this was after she had hung up with her, so she kept it going, and the husband felt so awkward. Like, I put my drink down and left. You won't stand here and talk about my wife. You won't do it while I'm standing here. He did express to someone else, not to her, not to Toya, because he wasn't gonna disrespect Eugene like that. And Eugene basically told Toya, you know, that she was being a bitch. Like, yeah, girl, why would you do that? That's not. She's like, yeah, but it's my party. But it's not your party. It's not your party, Dodo Bird, Tweety Bird. Oh, she made me so mad. I want Contessa to pull all of the edges. I do. I really, really want her to have words with Toya. Toya's another one that needs to be brought down a peg or two. That right there was some inappropriate stuff that you did. And where I come from, it would not be handled so nicely. Well, anyway, that's all I got to say about that, you guys. You guys tell me what you think. Put it down below. Until next time, honeybees. I'll holla.